Evening, guys. We'll take a show of hands. We'll come to as many of you as we can. Somewhere to start, please. Start with Jens in the cap.
Hi, Pep. Hi. So, the moment when you did the Guard of Honor after the game with Erling's record, how special was this moment?
It was. I think he deserved it. All the team deserved it because without the team he could not do it, but he's a special striker. And so, yeah, we are very pleased for him because he's a joy to not just to work with him or be a manager. I think everyone is happy to have him with us, and of course this record will be broken sooner or later, maybe for him in the future or maybe another one, but he had to score a lot of goals because he scored a lot.
Did you plan to make such event Guard of Honor after his 40s?
Of course, we thought about that, and I think in football when there is a special occasion we have to show how special it is. Today was with Erling, another day will happen, but of course to score and overcome the position of Andy Cole and Alan Shearer, the incredible top strikers, so it's special.
Have you been surprised that he's just carried on scoring? When he started and he got all those goals, people might have thought, well, he's got a lot of goals and now it will settle down, but he's just carried on scoring.
Well, I remember when we lost against Liverpool in the Community Shield that he will not end up in the Premier League. So you are correct sometimes as a journalist to make in advance the incredible comments like ourselves, not even the people that's there. We don't know what's going to happen. So I think today is a bit example. The first half we were not much involved because the defensive structure from West Ham was exceptional, and we missed one player in one position in the first half. We could not do it, or we don't use it much. But he doesn't become desperate or anxious or nervous. So he's calm. He's in the halftime. We talk, all of us, with calm to realize this kind of situation right now at the end of the season is going to happen, so don't be nervous, don't be anxious, so be patient, don't make a mistakes behind, so don't concede throw-ins, free kicks, corners that they are really, really good, and we'll have our momentum. We were lucky to score early because we work a lot with the set pieces and Riyad with exceptional touch and Nathan with that we could open, and after it would not be easy because they have the momentum the second half. I think West Ham played a little bit better the second half than the first. But after we scored the second with Erling, and it was easier.
Pep, can you give us some context? I mean, you've worked with some magnificent strikers, Eto'o, Ibra, some really high-achieving strikers. Can you tell us where?
Yeah, we cannot achieve many things with that. We cannot many things without the good strikers. So this club had Sergio Aguero, the legend. We have Gabriel Jesus, who was an incredible good. And now we have Erling. Of course, in the past I was not here with Seco. It was with Pellegrini, with Roberto Mancini, with Balotelli, with the top strikers. So we cannot achieve that with the club don't provide us, with his effort, top quality players up front. So it's not possible.
And just in terms of what he's achieved today with the Guard of Honor, when he arrived, lots of people said it will be harder in this league because it's far more competitive than the Bundesliga. What does that say about the achievement?
Well, at the end, when you buy a player in Erling, we knew that the scorer goals in everywhere, and we thought we could do it. But at the end, we don't know. We have to start to to work and see in the process. He understands what we want to do. The players understand his movements and whatever. So question of time, but we have to admit the impact of the. How he adjusts to the team or the league was so quick. The first two goals was against West Ham. Is the coincidence. He broke the record of West Ham when he scored the first goals against West Ham. So, and immediately we saw, wow, he's a guy like when he provide him balls, he can score it with all different situations. So except free kicks, maybe in the future, but penalties, crosses, and combinations and transitions, and he's a guy that he can do many things. That's why he scored a lot of goals. So So that's right.
Pep, you say the record will be broken, or it will almost certainly be broken this season. Of course, you'll get more goals, you'd imagine. But looking forward beyond this season, where do you see the room for more goals? Because he's pretty much scored, virtually every time he plays, scoring hat-tricks left, right, and centre.
So I don't know. But if you allow me, I'm not going to think about next season. And it's going to happen. It's far away, and it's so nice what we are living right now. Still, we are there. Now we are top in the league. We have one game in hand. We use it. Now we play on Saturday again against. Of course, congratulations for Sam Allardyce for be back and so I don't know. So I think I had the feeling that he will score goals because his mentality is in right position for because. When you are anxious at the boxes, in both boxes, you are not a good defender. You are not a good striker. So, and I think he's so calm. Is there his mentality? I want to score more. But at the same time, when the score, he has I'm going to score in next minute, in next action, and this is so positive. We learn a lot of him. I learn as a manager a lot of this type of mentality. It's really good, and ambitious is there. So otherwise, he cannot score not just here in Dortmund, in Salzburg with the goals he scored.
Last couple of guys will go Dave and then Jack.
Psychologically, how important was it for you to win and go back above Arsenal tonight, 24 hours after they reclaimed top spot?
I said after Arsenal, when everybody said it's over, and I said it's not over, and after my press conference, and yesterday Arsenal proved it, they will not give up, because I know, I would say quite well, Mikel and how competitor he is. Few players I know, Arsenal is one of the historical teams, and they will be there. So we'll stay to the players. So every game will be quite similar like Fulham. It was, but we were quite stable in part of the moment, and at the end we create enough chances to win the game. So. Now we have an opportunity on Saturday to go 4 points in front before they play on Sunday in Newcastle. And after, Champions League, we'll see what happens in Goodison Park and game by game. Game by game.
You mentioned Sam Allardyce there. He's obviously up next for you. I don't know if you're aware today, he said that he's up there with you, Jurgen Klopp and Mikel Arteta in terms of his ability as a football manager.
That's right.
What did you make of that?
I want to be honest. So now look what happened with for example, Neil Warnock in Huddersfield. So now a tendency for these incredible managers that have done this Premier League or this competition and better, in better position, looks like now the young managers or they are with the tactics or whatever. So they are really good. They help us to be what we are. And so look the manager, Roy Hodgson for Crystal Palace, so what they have done. So they are really good, they have incredible experience, they know the game perfectly. And when he feels that, it's because this is this, and will be tough because he has charisma, he will put out the pressure to the players, and he knows exactly what to do in this kind of situation, in the relegation battle. And looks like this type of all managers would I'm honest. So what they have done for the club, they are all whatever. Now the people with 35, 40, 45, they are, we invent football or we create football. No, football is already created, and these guys belongs to that league, help us to do it, and that's why. So Neil Warnock Huddersfield was in the last, and look now, he's already out for the dangerous positions. So, and I could express. What Harry Rangnick has done in this, in this country. There are many English managers that have done really well. You don't have to be young to be good manager. You know that. So as much experience you have, you are good.
How impressed have you been with the team generally after the response to the Arsenal game, which was such a massive night, that they've been able to grind out 2 victories back to back? Because for the first half tonight, didn't look easy.
Of course, not easy, but we spoke just one sentence before we arrived or before we came here. So everyone expecting Arsenal game, and after we have a tough game. And West Ham, I said yesterday, West Ham is an exceptional players, an exceptional team. They have not a good season, but always the last seasons against West Ham we struggle a lot all the time. And I said, we will not be an exception today. Today was windy, cold, the environment was a little bit cold, not, a little bit down everyone. And the people maybe expect, the City here now, 8-9 games in a row, going to win 4-0 after 20 minutes. That is completely not out of the reality. So every game will be, against Leeds will be quite similar. I cannot imagine the game in Goodison Park. It's the third or fourth time I speak about that. I saw the game he played in Leicester, how playing the front foot and the chances they had, how aggressive they are. So it will be so difficult for us and for Arsenal as well, because I think going Newcastle is not easy, get Brighton is not easy. So this type of games, important is be stable in your mind, and be patient. And the quality that we have at the end, we can do it. We can do it. It's 5 games left. It's now a hand, and we have to, have to try and go for it.
Yeah, Pep. Phil Foden's goal was the 1,000th of your reign. You must be quite proud. That's quite a lot in 7 years.
Yeah, of course. But unfortunately, I didn't score once. So I wanted, me and my staff, it's a lot of goals. The goal at the end is the moment of joy for ourselves at the time. We score a lot, so it's a lot of goals. Yeah, I didn't have the guard of honor, but today, okay, maybe next time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.